Hey, what's going on? My name's Eddie Frencher, and I'm just gonna give my insight and my opinion on contentcreator.com courses. Explain maybe why I started it, why I'm doing it, and go into a little bit of my history, and then just explain as in as short as a video as I can why I would recommend it and why I recommend taking a look at it. So I've been creating content for the last 3.5 years, mainly live streaming. Like most people, I started out on a couch with a PlayStation 4 and didn't even have a headphone. I didn't even have a Twitch account. So I got a Twitch account, got a headphone set from, I don't know, Walmart for like $25. And that was the beginning of my journey. And that was February 19th, 2022. Now it's August 24th, 2025, right? So I went on and I went down the rabbit hole. Okay, I got a webcam. Okay, I got this. I got the Elgato lights. I got this. I had one more. Okay, I streamed off of a Apple laptop. And I figured out that didn't work. And then I got this. Everything, every phase, you've been through, I went through as a streamer, right? Oh, I'm just going to have a clip and it's going to blow up. Oh, da, 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 da. And it's all good. I actually, thank God, I love talking to people and I love video games, but I love connecting with people more, and I'd rather play a video game uh, with people than just by myself. There's been probably in the last 3 years a considerable amount of times that I've wanted to quit, meaning like I really considered it. And me being with, wife and 3 kids, jobs, demands, it was like, yeah, hey. But you know what? I pushed through all of those times, and I can safely say, there's no more of that. Those phases, I mean, I wouldn't say there's no more of that. I mean, whatever comes, comes. But the idea of quitting is not even an option. And then I go, okay, well, what is it then? And I realize, oh, I don't really just fully enjoy just live streaming anymore. I actually want to get into YouTube. I actually want to get into things. I actually want to be able to take a camera, know what I was doing, go out, film any kind of content, whether it's for social media, whether it's personal, for family, whatever. I want to get good at this stuff. So I do live stream, and then I'm like, okay, let's make some YouTube videos. Hey, what if I went on a trip? Hey, how do you edit? And it just opened up a whole can of worms. Okay. So that's a little bit of my background, just to sum up the last 3 years. I went from, oh, let's be a streamer only, and this is all I'm doing, to actually, if I have this skill set and I know what I'm doing, I can really do anything. Now, my crisis, and I think a lot of people's crisis, or whatever crisis, is the fact that I don't feel like I have a niche. And I don't think I do. Maybe I do, but maybe that's that self invalidation that's kind of making it seem like that way. However, I still know and feel that I am figuring that out. And that hung me up for a little bit, right? However, I've embraced it and I'm going, okay, fine. I might not know exactly what direction I'm heading or what category or whatever. Hey, don't worry about it. Is finally what I've come to over the years. I'm like, you know what? Doesn't matter. Do I enjoy making content? Do I enjoy talking to people? Absolutely. Do I love doing this? Yes. I've come a long way in my mind, and I have such a long way to go. What I'm going to be doing, what niche, whatever, actually is kind of irrelevant. As much as I would love to be writing a niche, I'm okay with not. So I've come to the point where I'm like, okay, if I don't have a niche, I don't have an exact direction, let's get good at the technical side of things. Let's know about lighting. Let's know about cameras. Let's know about editing. That was my biggest fear. My biggest fear of YouTube was, holy crap, I got to edit that thing. I used to hire people on Fiverr to edit my videos, and it was actually expensive for what it was worth. And then it never came out right. It never came out the way I wanted it. Yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't any good. Right. And it took a lot for me to confront, okay, let's do YouTube. Let's go into this thing. And when I do YouTube videos, or when I do something on it, I want it to be good at least. Now, I don't want it to be like a Mr. Beast video. Why? Because I don't feel that is, I think that's very interesting. I think it's amazing. And I think it's a very successful thing he's doing. But I'm more into this. I'm more into straight talk, authenticity. And that also is a justification for my lack of editing skills. Okay. So my lack of editing skills makes it more okay to just do this. But hey, if I knew how to do it, I probably would, which leads me to why I'm making this video. So contentcreator.com. How did I find Anthony Gallo? So Anthony Gallo is, I think, the co-owner. I mean, I think he's the face of it, right? And it's great. I just got to say right off the bat, I love it. I'm loving it. I'll show you where I'm at on it so far, and I'll show you what I've been doing. However, how I first came across him, one of his videos, was I got on, like everyone else, CapCut, and I was like, great, I'm learning CapCut, and I was frustrated that I was limited. I make a lot of shorts, gaming shorts, and at that time, and I was like, what the hell? And I went through a few videos and a little convoluted, a little this and that, and then I found one of his CapCut editing videos, and it was actually really good. Like it was easy to grasp, and he gave enough potent information, and it was enough for me to go, I get it. Oh, okay, it's not that hard. And then the way he even speaks about it and says, like when he's explaining it, he's like, don't be overwhelmed, don't this, and it like actually helped me a lot. And I was like, man, this guy's good. And I think that was about a year and a half ago, if not two. And I knew in my mind that he had mentioned, I have a whole course that explains this. And I said, one day when I learn how to edit on CapCut, I'm going to probably get that course, and it's probably going to be a few $100s, and I'm going to learn from this guy. Like, I like this guy. I don't know what it is, but it's just the way he made that, took that 15-20 minute video, or it might have been 30, and made it seem like it was a 5-minute video, and I got something out of it. I got value out of it. I was like, in the back of my mind, I made that decision. Obviously, life went on, streams went on, whatever went on. And I find myself at this point a few months back, and I'm like, okay, Eddie, let's keep it real. I'm not super stoked on streaming every day. I do not want to be just a streamer. If I do, where I do want to go is to IRL land. And when I go to IRL land, I want to do it well. So I'm like, okay, let's be real. If I do IRL something, I want it to be decent. Okay. I love this too. I love streaming when there's a game or something. I love doing it, but I guess you could say is a little inconsistent on the streaming thing. I was like, well, maybe streaming is one of my qualities, and talking to a camera and talking to people live while playing difficult video games for 3 years has greatly helped me with being sharp on my feet. And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I pushed through. However, I want YouTube. So I go, okay, what are we doing here? Like, what is my biggest fear? What is my biggest problem? I don't know how to edit, and I rely on others to edit. That's it. I have to bite the bullet. If I'm going to do this, currently I'm 37. If I'm going to be 47 and still doing something with making videos, entertainment, and not for any other reason other than I love doing that, I better be good at it, and I better practice. So somehow I dug that video up. I don't know how. There it is. There's a CapCut video. Clicked on his website, and to my surprise, he offers a 14-day filmmaker course. Now, I'm, a professional in sales. I mean, my career has been in sales, and I know immediately it's like, this isn't 14 days. I mean, it's 14 days if you do it 9 to 5. I don't have 9 to 5, right? But that's a good thing. It's like, yeah, it's not really 14 days. That's okay though. I'll be more. It's all right. So I looked into what he had. I was like, cool. He has this filmmaker course. He also has a 14-day smartphone filmmaker course. I was like, oh, perfect. And then there's a 14-day or 1 week director course. I'm like, hey, you know what? I could use all of that. How much is it? It's about $48, $50. I was like, that's awesome. You mean I don't have to dig around YouTube to find that one guy I like? And like, oh, that video, and tab a bunch of random videos that everybody has random opinions, or they're never all the same. I was like, it's all here. I was like, okay, all right. I have gotten through about half of the smartphone one. And the reason why, like on the camera I'm using right now is a Sony A5100. That's all I could afford at the time. I'm glad I snagged it. It was like $150, $200 on Facebook Marketplace. The lens I have on there is a Sigma f1.4 16 millimeter prime lens. So that was the investment. That actually cost about $400. And I learned that from YouTubing. Okay, What do I need? How did that guy get that? What is the secret? It's not so much the body, it's the lens. Now, if I were to take this camera off, this is a 14, 15-year-old camera, and try to film, which I have in my hand, oh, it's terrible. As far as camera shake, I mean, audio quality, there's so much learning curve. Doing the smartphone, I did the smartphone one first because it was like, okay, I have a Samsung S24 Ultra. He says it right there. He's like, hey, if you don't have any of this and you would likely have a smartphone, we're going to start there. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to take the camera I want is, FX3 Dream video camera, or like, I don't know, one of these, the Sony, I don't even know, 7R4 something, right? The hybrid camera. I want the 6700, but full frame, right? We're not even going full frame. I went down this little rabbit hole. My budget doesn't call for it. I would love to go full frame, but that means new lenses. We're not doing that. The camera I have my eye set on is the Sony A6700 because it has the new UI. It's a hybrid camera if I want to shoot and video, and it holds up, and it's a good affordable price into where I can enter. I could take my Sigma lenses and throw it on there, and I have everything for that. That might be a mistake, but it's not a mistake for me because I'm in it for the long haul. So what does it matter to me? I'm using a damn smartphone for freaking videos half the time, right? Anyways, it's awesome. What I learned on that course so far is really fundamental, and I think it's beautiful, and it's not too drug out. It's not too technical. There does come a time when there are some technical aspects, but you have to first, clear up any misunderstandings you have off of the course. You have to actually go look up actually what some things are. Once you get that figured out, he pretty much explains it though pretty well. Everybody studies different, right? He gave me some really good, especially in that first part of that course, some really good fundamentals. And I'm just glad that I didn't have to dig around the internet. I think $50 is totally worth that. I've gotten through it all the way up into the editing point. I was editing on CapCut, and I subscribed a while ago, so I'm already subscribed to the CapCut Pro. I'm glad I did that and got that out of the way because there's a lot of things I do like about it. However, I know DaVinci Resolve is where it's at for me. So I downloaded that. I went on that thing. Boy, oh boy. I was like, so this is right around the time when I was looking at what I need to learn. And I was looking at some YouTube videos, and there's just one guy that has like apparently a 4-hour video on there. It's great, but like, whoa, it was daunting. Like, whoa. Okay. That's when I subscribed and purchased the 14-day filmmaker course. And with it came the professional filmmaker course or whatever, the one that uses like, higher end cameras. And then there's a smartphone one, which is very niche to that. And then that. So the smartphone one, awesome. I mean, dude, just unlocking your smartphone, you can do a lot of good things with it. Like you just don't even realize. You're like, damn. Like with my lighting. Also, the lighting section, he goes over that. Beautiful. I mean, I already was kind of digging into lighting, and I'm in the Amaran ecosystem. And I think the first I don't even know where it is. The first Amaran light was an MC Mini. And then after that was, I wound up getting the softbox. So before I started doing Anthony's courses, I got the softbox. I dug into that realm, and I was like, oh, okay, I might not have the best camera, but if you know how to do lighting, you can really create the intention you want. And I learned that. And then I hear Anthony say that on his course. I'm like, what are you going to do? The truth is the truth. By the way, people really criticize these days, 2025, glazing, right? I don't give a damn about glazing. Praising someone and giving them credit where it's due is not done enough these days, right? So if that's the way you're feeling right now, you're in the back of your head, well, F off. You know what I mean? I don't want to cuss, but normally on my stream, I just say whatever's on my mind, but I'm trying to limit it for YouTube, baby. Okay, leave me alone. Here's the deal. I'm going to show you the course I'm on. I stopped on the smartphone one at the editing because I was like, I feel like there's going to be more in-depth on DaVinci Resolve on the filmmaker one. And I think I'm pretty damn right because I started on the filmmaker one and I was apprehensive. And then I realized one of the first things dude says in the video is, the people are apprehensive and they actually wait until they have the right stuff, and then they wasted all this time. I'm like, okay, I'm doing that. I need to knock it off. I need to start learning now. And what I have, my smartphone, this freaking camera, I can do great still shots with it. What am I thinking? I'm like, okay, get out of your head, dude. Get out of your head. Just start producing. The main takeaway I got from this course so far is you got to practice. If you know something and you hear it and he has these drills you do, you got to practice. And it's made me more productive. In fact, my quality, I feel, of my little videos and shorts are so much better because I have a forethought. I have a prediction of a future. I have the product in mind. I don't just have like what I want. I can see the sequences in my mind. Now I'm going to do the director course and a few other things, and I'm going to get better at this because I really don't know what I'm doing. However, doing the filmmaker one and the smartphone one there's so much potent info. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's a smartphone. He shows you how to set things up with a smartphone. I got the lavalier mic he was talking about. It's fantastic. It was like $15 or something. Fantastic. Great recommendations. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm yapping a little too much, y'all. Okay, so right here, we have the products. So I have these 3 products, and I think this was about $50. Maybe there was a discount. I don't know. So you have the 14-day filmmaker. Then you have the 14-day smartphone filmmaker. It looks okay. I've done less, but there's a lot of editing stuff. Okay, might as well. And then they have the 1-week director. Okay, so let me just kind of show you, give you an idea. So like topics are like videos are like 5 keys to success as a content creator. How to join his platforms and all that, and then how to get the most out of this program. Must watch. Key camera settings, like that right there was so potent. I loved it so much because it's true for anything you own, any full frame, crop sensor, mirrorless, doesn't matter, smartphone. That's very true. Frame rate, shutter speed, aperture, ISO, white balance, like he goes into it, man. Different apps, different things. He goes right into it, and they're beautiful. Some of them are 15 minutes, some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are 20 minutes. Right? He goes into universal camera settings part 2, a lot more into that, and then gear recommendations, and he goes into that for smartphone stuff. Composition, he goes a bit into that. That's all right. It was actually pretty good for smartphone, but I know he goes more into it in the filmmaker one. Cinematic movements, lighting actually got a lot out of it. And I thought I kind of knew a lot, but I'm using what we like to call a flag, or I guess one of these, I don't even know what it's called, but it has a diffuser, has a reflector, I use that now, and it like really makes I realized, it was like, oh crap, like the freaking rim light I'm using, all that bounces off the white walls. Well, I put a black flag right behind my camera, so it eats that light in this right here. Just little things like that. Storytelling, and then intro to editing is where I kind of like, hold on now. And mastering and there's definitely some more videos I'm gonna watch, but however, I was like, no, I need to face my freaking fears. What is it? It's editing, dude. Knock it off. I might not know everything about a damn camera, but I don't want to edit. So I jumped over here recently. I'm like, okay, and I got through a few in the last day or 2. Now, mind you, I'm not going every day. I got kids, I got life, so I try my best, and I'm biting down. It's like, okay, stop just live streaming to, I don't know, 5-10 people. And actually teach yourself something. So right here, there's more into this, but I don't own that damn Sony a6700 yet. And I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to get that. However, I need to confront this editing. So I'm not going to watch these, and don't kill me if anybody from the program's watching this, right? But I'm going to jump right into pro editing trainings, and I'm going to jump right into the DaVinci Resolve because that's my biggest fear. And I think I'm going to chew that, and I think I'm going to mess with that. And I think doing that is going to help me greatly because I can film. I can set up my smartphone. I know enough about ISO and stuff to get rolling. But can I edit that damn thing? Not as good as I want to. Now, the videos I put out on YouTube so far, I've edited on CapCut. Great. I want to get better at it because that I don't have my niche, that I don't know exactly what direction, is actually a little bit irrelevant. I'm going to turn my computer monitor off so damn bright. It's a little irrelevant. It's like wherever I end up, whatever I end up doing, I want to know by that time how to do it well. film with my smartphone, have a wireless mic, hey, I have a nice camera, and edit that thing and get a product. I don't care if it's real estate. I don't care if it's professional. Hey, friend's wedding. I'm not going to go freaking film a whole wedding, never doing it. But hey, maybe I could get some angles and I made it look decent. It's kind of cool. Candid homie shots, my friend shots, a trip, actual something I'm interested in YouTube. So I highly recommend this course for the price. Again, you kind of got a background of where I'm from. So I started with nothing and I kind of self-taught. I don't know how overwhelming or how whatever you would feel if you never really created content and you're like, I want to be a content creator. Like, I can't speak for that. However, if I were to look at it objectively, if you're dedicated and you're willing to practice and willing to get over the humps of learning and bite down and actually put a little bit of discipline in, I think this would be a great place to start for you. And I think it would wind you up actually having some great fundamentals to actually get you going and shot off into that. Now, let's be real. If you really want to just create content, you're going to just start. And I guess that's my story. Like, I just really wanted to live stream and stop being a freaking loser and playing video games by myself. I have kids. How do I make this into something where I can justify that action? Live stream. That was my original purpose. So if you're going to create content, then you're already going. To whatever capacity. You can always do more. This course and these courses are going to give you those fundamentals. If you're willing to learn, you're willing to just be patient and practice. So I highly recommend it for $50. I mean, you can't lose. What are you gonna get worse? No, this guy knows what he's doing. He's a pro at what he does. And yeah, there's probably a bunch of other people. And I don't know. I haven't done them. But for this, I can say I would highly recommend it for that price. If you have a little bit of willingness and if you don't know what you're doing like me, who cares? Learn the techniques first. And then when you get there and you're like, oh, I like cars. Oh, I like racing. Oh, I like rare Legos. Oh, I like animals. You start making that content. By the time you're doing it, you're getting good shots. You're practiced up. You're going to get better. And you can edit your things. And so you're a one-man thing. You can do it for money. You can do it for fun. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so if you're digging around the internet, you found this video and you're like, what's this content creator? Is it a scam? No, it's not a scam. It's legit. I showed you the website. It's awesome. $50 ain't shit. You know what I mean? And for what you learn in this guy, Anthony, he does a good job, man. And I think you guys should try it and do it. And when you do it, commit to it. Give yourself a schedule, but don't overwhelm yourself. Just like if you're doing what I'm doing here and you're stuck in streamer land, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I like good quality stuff. But you're sitting here like, what the hell am I doing? This is a great place to get right into it so you can actually get more technical and get good, as they like to say in Dark Souls games, get good. This video, is going to be straight up. It's not going to be all special edited. I just wanted to be straight up with you guys. So I hope that helps you in your decision. I hope you realize that this is a great opportunity for you to learn. And I wouldn't put it past yourself. For $50, definitely take a bet on yourself and go for it. Well, you're not going to lose much. I mean, you're not losing anything if you use the data, right? So anyways, have a good one. Appreciate you. And I don't get commission. I should throw that in there. I'm not getting sponsored or commission. This is all from the top. I don't have a script. I didn't do anything. It was just like, let me just record something. So I figured that would be helpful for you, because I was looking around for videos and then I get these weird videos that talk about other things. What? Like, oh, he does this. And then they try to sell you their program. Like, it's people talking shit about contentcreator.com. And then they say, well, this is a better one. Like, this snakes, dude. This is me and you. I'm an actual live student, dude. I bought it this year. So hope that helps you. You can reach out to me on YouTube. I don't know. You don't need to. Anyways, have a good day. I'm going to end this. Thanks a lot. Peace out.